G'day, how you doing? Adam here from Easy Way Photography and of course Adam Williams Creative YouTube channel where you are right now. Now something that I like to encourage here, I really like to encourage, is that if you could hit the like button and the subscribe button now, and then if the video is kind of a bit crappy, then just switch the like to a down thumbs. Go from a thumbs now if you could to a there, and we're all happy. We're all happy then, aren't we? That would be absolutely incredible as, as an entry fee for the effort in me putting this video together. Let's assume that it's going to be okay. No guarantees there. Now, one more thing before we get into today's video. I have a 40% off sale on my courses at easywayphotography.com.au. Now, you can improve your photography in your editing in Photoshop and Lightroom. I also have a comprehensive composition course, which is excellent, plus a how to win photo competitions course. Now, my claim is that these courses are the best photography courses in the world. And if you disagree, just send me an email and I'll give you a full refund. Simple as that, no risk at all. Okay. We're talking NFTs again, digital collectible NFTs. And if you're kind of wondering what I'm talking about, jump back and watch the previous video. I'll put a link to that video in the description as well as the information on the 40% off sale will be down there also. Jump back and check that out. So about a week ago, I created my first ever digital collectible artwork, NFT. And I put it up for auction and we're going to see how that went. And then since then I've created two more. One really fun and interesting, exciting one today, which was a digital animation style NFT. We'll check that out. And if this video gets just 30 likes, in the next 7 days, I will show you how to create this particular animated mandala. Now you're probably like, what is he talking about? Hang on, let me set this up. Let me set the scene. Let's go full screen and let's show you what I'm talking about. This is the new mandala that I created today. The animated, beautiful spinning, kind of peaceful, tranquil, mesmerizing, I think. Almost like sitting back and watching a windmill. Okay? Just, what did I say? Did I say 20 likes or 30 likes? Or 25? We'll stick with 25, just in case. 25 likes in the next 7 days, and I will show you step by step how to create one of these. Okay, from a normal photo. Really fun, really cool, and it looks, I think you would agree, it's really striking. Well, I think it's really striking. Maybe you don't, but that's okay. All right, now let me show you. Last week, as I said, I created, this was my first NFT. And look, a couple of you commented on my Facebook post and also, I believe, in the YouTube comments that NFTs are really bad for the environment. And I wasn't so sure about that, but I did my research and it turns out you were 100% correct. It looks like that is the case. And I'll expand on that with the new NFT. I've put a little bit of an extra promise in the new NFT, and we will do that in future moving forward. So remind me when we get there. I'll try and remind myself when we get to that next bit to explain the environmental aspect of my new NFTs from now on. Okay, so this was the first one. It was a one-of-one NFT. So not only do you get the digital collectible NFT as a completely unique, you'll be the only one that owned it, or the person that purchased this via the auction is now the only one that owns that. They also got a one-of-one hand-signed physical print. Okay, now for interest's sake, that was on auction for 7 days and a bit of a bidding war broke out towards the end, which I was very excited about. And it went for, here we go here, 0.5976 Ethereum, which works out at the time was about 2,000 Australian dollars or roughly, I think, 1,600 US dollars, somewhere around about there, roundabouts. Those numbers are probably not exactly perfect, but a bit of an estimate. Now, if you create an NFT, are you going to sell it straight away for that kind of money? Well, maybe. It depends if you have a following and enough sort of people following your work that are in this space already. It's not, there's not a lot of people already in the digital NFT collectible space. There's only a few niche people, and I do have a slight following in that area already. So that might explain why that went relatively well. Now, if we jump back, if I click Sadzi here, I'll put the links to my artworks in the description below as well. There's a new one I created, Patina number 2. Now, of course, Patina number 1 was my first ever NFT, and there'll only be one ever first. So that should hold value, and I've taken that into account and listed this one for 0.04. So what's that? About 30% below what the last one went for. And I think that's a really fair price. So not only, once again, do you get the the digital one-of-one unique print. So as a collectible, you'll have the only one. You will also get, just try not to rustle up my jumper on the microphone. You will also get, let me go back to full screen to show you. A one-of-one physical A2 print. Okay, absolutely beautiful print, that one. Came up really, really well. In fact, of the two prints, I prefer number 2. I think number 2 is more aesthetically pleasing over number 1. Now, you might not agree with that, but for my own taste, number 2 is a little bit more pleasing than number 1. I like them, love them both. Now, the latest one that I created this morning, which I just showed you earlier, is this one here. Check it out. Okay. Now, I really dig this. Whoops, hang on a second. I forgot to switch back over. Switch back over. There. Okay, so this one is just a purely, well, not just a, it is a purely digital collectible. What would you do with it? Well, you can collect it as a limited edition. There are only 22 of this particular print to be ever made or ever released. Okay, there's currently 5 of those on sale at an entry-level price of 0.05 Ethereum, which works out to be about 130 US dollars. Now, as we move into this space, it's going to become a section, I believe it's going to become a legitimate and valued section of the collectible art world. So you will always have your physical prints, like I showed you before, but then you're going to have these digital collectibles as well. Absolutely, that is going to be the case. And how do you display them? Well, you can display them on a digital screen if you like, but they're mostly, well, digital screen in your own home, but they're mostly for, at this stage, they're mostly for displaying in a potential virtual world or as a pure digital collectible. All right. If we think about currently, most of our social media interactions are via Instagram and Facebook through our phone. Well, I believe in the next 4 or 5 years, a lot of those social interactions, social media, the next wave of social media is going to be in the digital virtual world. So you can go and meet up with a friend for a chat in the local virtual library or the local virtual cafe or pub or park or by the river or, you know, nature walk or whatever. But you will also be able to go and visit virtual art galleries. And I'm hoping to have one of my own in there to sell this kind of stuff eventually as well. So any of these sales will more than likely end up going towards buying some virtual land, as crazy as that sounds, and building a virtual art gallery. How much fun does that? It sounds exciting. Who knows where it will go, this whole thing. Now, on an environmental level, you can see here in the description, this NFT is environmentally aware. And my promise is that each NFT, well, sorry, let me read the statement first. Each NFT is estimated to have a carbon footprint of roughly between 50 and 200 kilos of CO2. Now, I have made the promise here to be sure that my NFTs are carbon positive. I will purchase, or when I say carbon positive, I mean positive effect on the environment, not adding extra carbon in, so taking away the carbon, if you know what I mean. I will purchase a 1 tonne carbon offset for each NFT sold. So given that the estimate is between 50 and 200 kilos, we're going to way overcompensate for that. And for every NFT sold, I will purchase a 1 tonne carbon offset. Okay? And I'll do that moving forward for each and every NFT. All right. So that's about all there is. Now, as I said, if we get 25 likes in the next 7 days, I will come back next week and show you step by step how I created this particular spinning, mesmerizing mandala or mandala. All right, so if that sounds interesting to you, make sure you hit the like button and maybe don't switch it to a, all right? And that's all there is to it. I will leave, if any of you are already into, like I am, into collecting digital artwork and digital collectibles, I find it really, really fun. And if any of you are into that, I'll leave a link to this particular piece in the description below, and you can jump over and maybe you can grab one of these at this entry-level price. The first 5 are selling for this price here of 0.05 or roughly 130 US dollars. As they sell out, I'll put up the next tier, which will be the next 5, at probably roughly around double that, and the price will keep increasing as they begin to sell out. So I'll leave that link in the description, even if you want to click on it and just have a look and see if I've managed to sell any more. Maybe I haven't. Maybe this one's a big flop, but we'll see. Anyway, thanks for watching along, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.